Okay, so welcome back to, I believe this is video number 3 on the flat top fiasco. If it's not, I'll put that in the video title, whatever video number this is. But anyway, got everything all organized in playlists, so hopefully y'all that's following my channel, it'll also help create new followers. All my videos is a lot more easy to find. But with that being said, what I wanted to do right now is give you an update on the flat top fiasco project. And this is my personal car, but the paint job on this thing is going to be like my black 70 SS 454 that I sold a few years back at the auction. Being black, it's got to have every precaution taken. Now, I'm going to do some more videos on this car. I'm going to try to keep these videos on the shorter side. Once I get everything uncovered here, I can show you the dash and all that's been painted. The roof has been painted. But I just kind of wanted to show you where we're at. So we've got the underneath of the trunk lid painted. This particular car, I decided to paint off the car. Hopefully I won't gouge the paint, regret this later. So basically on this 59, the reason I'm painting the top of the fins and the trunk lid and not the entire car is because this is all broken by chrome. And of course, top of the fin, bottom of the fin. So the only place it's going to sit beside anything that's painted in this little short area here, and that's where the gap of the door is. And black is very forgiving on color matching. Again, if you've watched my channel for any length time at all, I don't believe in painting cars in pieces. I don't believe in painting cars on separate days because you end up in trouble, especially on anything that's got color to it, and white is really bad. This car was 3 shades of white. The valences was a different color than the quarters. The quarters didn't match the doors, etc. But I could not see doing all this work to this rough car and covering it up in white. So this car I plan on keeping. So I want to showcase what I can do in my work and how I actually own a car instead of selling everything that's got beautiful paint jobs. It seems like everything I build that's beautiful and perfect gets sold. But 59 flat tops, car I always wanted for a long time, 59 Chevrolet. We're going to make this thing nice, and it's going to be a driver, but the paint job on this thing is going to be right. But wanted to give you the update where we're at. Again, new body mount bushings all underneath. You know, all the rust has been fixed. I'm still waiting on my front doors to come back to get, I'm having basically half the bottom of the doors replaced. That's how bad they were. It's a lot of little pinholes. It was just too much to fix. And I am not a sheet metal expert. I'm a bodywork expert. I'm not a sheet metal expert. But this fellow builds stuff from scratch here locally. He is, so he can make anything. So he's taking care of that for me. I'm having all my door hinges powder coated. So the rear doors are looking really good and straight. While they're wet, I stood them up, looked down them, they look really straight, they're really close. So these are going to get shot with a second coat of primer, and then 320, 600, and I'm using a SPI base coat, and SPI recommends 600 grit on their base coat. So anyway, that's where we're at on the flat top. Again, all the mess has been repaired. I was very happy to find an original one of these. Mine was trash, so I found an original online, bought it, so I don't have to use any of those. It's aftermarket. I took all 73 pieces of stainless steel and aluminum to Spartanburg to have them professionally refinished and repolished. One of my biggest flaws in life is I get too involved with things. And down the road, I'm going to do a video talking about how you can get too involved, get yourself in a lot of trouble like I did in the past. You get yourself too involved with these projects, you let them snowball, they get out of control. So, you know, being too involved sometimes can be a good thing, but you can also get yourself in more than you bargained for. And when you're talking about life, you can really bite off more than you can chew, so just be careful about that. But this, you know, when you get too involved in a project, this is what happens. This is the absolute flattest laying paint I've ever seen out of the gun. And it was in the 40s today. Guess it had plenty of time to flow out. Unfortunately, this would not work well on sides because it would be runs everywhere. But worked out good on the flat surfaces. Trunk lid almost as good, not quite as flat, but it's a broader area. That's going to conclude this video of the progress of my 59 flat top update. There'll be a lot more to come. I just got my hood hinges, door hinges, etc. back from Jake Tinsley and Easley. He done a fine job on the powder coating, and I just cannot believe how affordable powder coating is. There's probably 20 or 25 pieces that were powder coated, and it was only 350 bucks, and he's the best in the area. So real happy about that. I was expecting at least twice that much, but real nice, real good guy, and highly recommend him. I'll put his information also in the video description, as well as PH Fabrication in Belton, who did my door work. If y'all need restoration, I can also be reached. My information will be in the video description. This is my own personal car here, but I do this. This is what pays the bills. So always taking new appointments, but schedule is definitely backed up as always. With that being said, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you next time.